This is the game. A fitting final. The Maracanã, the home who did come on towards the end on Wednesday. The beneficiaries of those, it's been a back four ever since. No one more familiar, of course. Matt has come into the side in place of Sami Khedira. Otherwise, he joins only Pele in having played in final. Worst enough fantasy. Two nations that expect that tempted in the moments immediately prior to the game, having to... The Germans cranking it up. Kroos with the take, against the post! And gathered. Flag was up. It wouldn't have counted anyway, so regardless of the ball's proximity to the line, Herbert's header. In by Toni Kroos. Again. Müller. Lahm. Müller. In for Klose. Whipped across the face of him. Klose for Müller. Ozil. And a shot eventually which Romero found simple. Billy found by Schürrle. Seeded him. Here's Messi. Away from Hummels. Lionel Messi! Hit it. Oh, Müller's dropped his shoulder. And it's belted toward Lavezzi. Messi looking to play in Gonzalo Higuain, selflessly Lionel Messi. Lavezzi. Zabaleta, that was rugged. Euphemistic, rugged. There's a shade more. Andre Schürrle of Chelsea in the English Premier League, who has... Away from Boateng, look at the space here for Lavezzi. Lavezzi, Higuain! The goal. Immediate from Andrea Stefani. Lavezzi driving at them and having his ankle tapped, I think by a retreating Herbert's. And for the first time in the final, the referee has gone to his pocket. Out. Messi. Lahm. Oh, neatly played in by Lahm. Romero could have clubbed it. Actually, the flag was up. As soon as Klose and or Müller became... Kroos. Over the top by Schweinsteiger towards Klose. And Ozil. Klose. Cross came Garay. Lahm, Müller's waiting, Klose's waiting. It's beyond Müller, it's come to Miroslav Klose. Eyes leap. Oh, that's a terrible back header into the path of Higuain, who should have opened the scoring in the World Cup final. Gift. Had an age. Hummels 3-4 yards behind when Higuain... Lahm. Rolled into Kroos's corridor. Schweinsteiger. Way behind by Demichelis. Just indicating that the sun was in his eyes. There's just a... Now long closer. Mascherano making the contrary. Ozil over it. In by Kroos. Missed by Perez. Müller wide of him. Lahm played it in. Klose attacked it. Demichelis was at pains to stay with him. Sweet feet from Mesut Ozil. Sturdy. Vetzi again. Messi. Deja. Spooned up beyond Zabaleta. Neuer wants to get there, but Lavezzi. In by Zabaleta and behind Perez, so that Messi, who's taking on Hummels, and it's got beyond Hummels. It's fantastic from Lionel Messi, who looked to set it back for Perez. First glimpse, first little... Lahm the skipper. Muller with space, wriggling and slippery, and coming away from Hervedez. Looking to play in Lavezzi. Lahm, Ozil, Muller, and it's Lavezzi on the counter. Lavezzi has Higuain ahead of him, who's lashed it, the defensive tackling sort. He's certainly one of those. Muller tried to find a gap where perhaps there wasn't one, denied that gap, and Ritzeli has given his first major decision of the game against him. It's set for Schweinsteiger to hit. Muller. Nice take from Ozil, shifted frame. Germany 0, Argentina 0. Boateng. Aim towards Muller, well read by Garay. What an accomplished centre, everybody. But when it comes to penalties, generally it's Germany. Ozil. Toni Kroos. Thomas Muller. Zabaleta's in the way. That was a mistake. Goetze. He's got Schürrle bombing beyond him. Goetze's had a hit, but not an especially penetrative one. Will they need it this time? Palacio. Gago. On by Bilia. Here's Messi. Boateng. Palacio. Boateng slithered. Palacio found Messi, and when Messi... Lahm. Muller. Pass which... Lahm. That's a smashing ball. Ozil floating. Behind Schürrle. Close! On Hervedez. All the way through here to Lahm. Heaved up towards Schürrle and behind. And Muller having... Diego Milito. Here's Messi. Oh, beautifully done. Still running at them, Messi. Aiming it in for Palacio, and out comes Neuer to fine effect. Putting Muller straight onto the front foot with a miscue that went right for Messi. Lionel Messi. Well, he got his shot away in the way that he does. You so often know what's coming. Going to lose by much. The margin will be tiny. Is Messi the margin? Not this time. Schürrle. Hervedez, no. Celesti in full voice. Messi's take Garay. Discipline has been good. Red cards down as well. 11 against 11. That's what we all pay to see. There is a challenge which has got the referee dipping into his pocket again. Looking to unsettle them further. Higuain, Perez. Misjudgment by Mascherano. Closer onto it. Mascherano biting back. He'll have to see yellow for that. Aguero's after it for Argentina, and Aguero has got there. And he's kept it from Hummels. And he's got himself a corner. Out of sheer industry. It's a great win by Miroslav Klose. Creeping up behind the man in possession. Philipp Lahm. Lahm, he might, you know. Oh, tried a neat little diagonal. The expectation might have been that he'd let... Schürrle. Reversal for Lahm, who wants to take on the fullback here. It's Lahm's delivery. Zabaleta. Higuain has seen the goalkeeper come, and Neuer met the ball right on the cusp, judged in Neuer's favour. And again here, his judgment was impeccable. You understand why Higuain feels a little bruised, both figures. In by Rojo. Nicked on for Higuain. Points out by Hummels. The world doesn't come up with much better than what we've just seen. Aimed in for Götze! Mario Götze for Germany! 112 minutes! They find a way! From president to pauper, from chancellor, the first time they have trailed. And the tears are welling. Schürrle with industry. And Götze. Lionel Messi, no. Desperation with need. Messi. Never needed more. Messi. Foul on him, free kick. Now then. Romero thumps it forward. Wide for Rojo. Neuer's beneath it. Rojo. Face to face with Lahm. Hoisted up towards Palacio. The man who moved from Dortmund to Munich. The man who started in Germany's first 11. Certainly would not. But over the